Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your February 24th, 2024 full moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Interesting. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay, so what's really interesting here is that we have a lot of people showing up. So we have the King of Cups, which is you coming forward, Cancer. You're represented by the cups in the minor arcana. So you're coming forward as the highest of the minor arcana, the court cards of the cups. Now we do have the Ace of Cups here. So you are taking this gift from God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe of healing, beautiful love. Do you realize it right now? No, no. You don't, but what you are going to see here is that there's a lot of questions that are going on, and with this moon there are a lot of questions that come up. I mean, this is the full moon in Virgo. It's the snow moon, which I just think is a beautiful name for the moon, and it is the furthest moon, the smallest moon of the year. So what's coming up is we're questioning a lot of things. We're seeing things in a different light, in a different way, in a different alignment. We have the Queen of Swords coming forward. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you're born on the cusp with Gemini, if you have air sign energy in your chart, you might find yourself being very harsh on yourself, your own worst critic. Inner talk can be rather negative and rather intense. So do be mindful about this. And also, you'll want everything to be just so. It has to be perfect or it can't go out. And Spirit's like, close enough is good enough. It's not being flippant. It's not putting out poor work, but it's saying perfect doesn't exist. Rid yourself of that burden. Let it go. It brings us to the 10 in the major arcana, and this is the Wheel of Fortune. We are going to see that our fortune is changing, that our world is changing. What we're looking for, what we desire is changing, but we're resisting that change right now. We're not entering into the new season that we know we will be entering into very soon. We can feel it in our bones, but we're not entering into it quite yet. Now, with the Ace of Cups, this is a gift of healing emotions. This is a gift of feeling things more deeply, more openly, more honestly, but it can bring with it its tears. It can bring with it its discomfort. We are balancing too much, and we're crowned by that energy of, I'm balancing too much. I have to let things go. I have to let certain things go in order to be able to feel, in order to be able to see myself forward. Now, with the Empress reversed, there is a sense here of not being very nurturing to ourselves, and we have to be mindful about that. We can also be having a bit of difficulty with our own sacred feminine energy. However, the sacred feminine really embraces in our life, we can be thinking, no, that's not right, or that's weakness, or I need to do it more, intensely. So just be mindful about this during this time, because we're pulling away from an intricately important part of ourselves. And then with the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming forward. Now, if we're born on the cusp with Leo, it's going to be quite good for us. Or we have fire sign energy in our chart. We're seeing our magic. We're seeing our power. We're seeing our fire, our determination, and our focus. And that's going to be a very good thing. It's almost as if we can, during this time, during this moon, accept the nurturing aspect of ourselves, as long as it presents itself in a very productive way that is seen as being, productive and good by like the rest of society. Like, that's what you should be doing, instead of, this is what I need to be doing in order to create a lovely, beautiful world for myself. So just be aware of this, that we're judging ourselves a lot during this time by other people's standards, and we don't need to. Let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a heart in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on the 1st of March. So good luck to everyone. And if you are interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's linked in the description box below. And I'm having a special on, well, not a special, but I'm offering mini readings, which I don't usually offer. So that's by popular request. If you're interested in one of those, check it out. Okay, so let's see here, angels and spirit guides. Here we have relax. Yeah. If you wear one of the watches, one of the rings that like tracks your stress, you might be getting told to relax. So just be aware of this during this time, that relaxing, that breathing, that centering ourselves is going to be really important. We're going to want to just jump from one thing into another, and go really intensely into things. Relaxing, calming down, and centering ourselves is going to be a gift that we give ourselves that actually produces way more benefits than we realize, and leads us forward in a way where it's like, oh, I can do this. I got this. Our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Oh, goodness. Okay. And spirit guides, angels. Here, we're going to go with dream because that's where spirit just said. It said stop there. Okay, cool. There we go. This is the third eye chakra. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your daydreams. It is going to be so important to let yourself dream and to let the beauty of dreams be a part of your life, guide you forward, let you look and see things in a different way. You're also going to find that you work out a lot of fears, a lot of doubts in your dreams. So you can be facing, some krakens, during that time, right? Right. The saying facing the kraken, the mythical sea monster, is going to be a big deal. So it could also lead us to not wanting to sleep because we know that there's an intensity to our dreams, an intensity to the energy of sleep that we have. So just being mindful about that, but also knowing that spirit is right there with us and that we are protected and we are loved and it is beautiful. It moves us to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading. This is the Seven of Swords. Be mindful of lies, okay? Which sounds like a perfectly normal thing to be mindful of, but be mindful of lies. Be mindful of people just slightly twisting things, slightly, embellishing things, slightly putting things in a different light, in a more negative light. So just being aware of this. I don't see this as big lies. I see this as more subtle little lies. So just be aware and kind of like step back and always check in with yourself. Like always check in with yourself. And I don't want to say to make you paranoid, like double check things. Like that's not what spirit is saying, but it's like double check. Don't okay, so that is what spirit is saying. Don't take anything just blindly as, oh, okay, that's absolutely the fact. Look at things again, step back and connect with your own energy first. Okay? Because during this time and during this moon, there's a lot of things that just kind of reach a crescendo. There are certain things, especially emotionally, personally, that we're like, you know what, no, that's not okay anymore. And you know what, no, I'm not doing that. And there are a lot that we've been trying to balance. And we're going to say, you know what? I'm not balancing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not moving forward in that energy. And we're going to be letting some things go. And that's going to be rather surprising for us because we want to do everything so right. This is a Virgo full moon. We want to do everything just so. But there's going to be honest talk here as well. Now, we can be our own worst enemy. We can also be very harsh on our emotions. We want to feel and achieve things in a very certain way. And that's just going to be the energy that we're contending with within ourselves. But Spirit is saying, let your heart talk and listen. Let your emotions come forward. There's nothing wrong with that. Somebody has told you once upon a time that you shouldn't cry, or you shouldn't feel that way, or this wasn't right. And maybe they were doing their best, right? But it stifled your emotions. It made you hold back. And now is the time to not let our emotions just flood us and take over. But now is the time to say it is okay to feel. It is okay to love. It is okay to connect with this world on an emotional level. And it doesn't always have to be that stiff upper lip, just keep on soldiering on type of energy. So understanding that and also connecting with our heart chakra during this time, meditations around the heart chakra, but just breath, focusing on breathing into the heart, like visualizing breathing into the heart and then just exhaling, breathing out, from the heart, and letting that energy come forward and letting that energy guide us. It's calming our emotions, it's centering ourselves, and it lets us see, because we're rather emotional people, even though we won't be nurturing and caring to everybody else. We can be rather harsh on ourselves. Like, just buck it up. I know how you're supposed to get through this. With the Queen of Swords reversed, our inner talk can be highly detrimental. It can be very negative, very harsh, We're not seeing all the battles that we have gone through and the hardships and the pains and the disappointments. We are seeing that, you know, we could always do more. We could always achieve better. We could always look at things in a different way. And that's stopping us because our emotions here with our, feeling emotions, but also our, I don't want to say thinking emotions, but it's the abstractness of things. It's not the ones which are our fire, our passion, our determination, like what we bring forward to our work and what we work towards. And it's not the pentacles with how we accumulate our goals, our money, what we value as much as money. These are our feelings. These are our feelings right here. And we're not giving them the right attention, time, respect that they need from us. And it leads us to being apprehensive of entering into the next season of our lives. The next place that we're headed. We have many seasons all the time, but there's a sense here of I can't until it's perfect. And Spirit's saying, let that go. That's not going to help you to get to where you want to be. Because the emotions come forward, and this moon will bring tears. It will bring a sense of healing, a sense of what do I have to let go? What do I need to see? How do I need to embrace what I love? That's going to be an important thing. And the Ace of Cups is love, it's healing, it's respect for ourselves. It's saying it's okay to have our emotions, and it's okay to be. It's okay to be in this world. There is a thing, Cancer, that we do as Cancer energy where everybody else gets to be, but we get to heal. And have you ever noticed people who are healers in this world? They look, and I don't mean this to be rude. As a healer myself, I do not mean this to be rude at all. But we can look a bit haggard. We can hold a lot of anger that we don't know where it came from. And with all the anger in the world, right? Are we taking it on? Are we weighing ourselves down? So here, it's saying embrace the healing, because it's so important to the way that we move forward and to the place that we need to be, body, mind, and spirit. And then the Empress, it's almost as if with the Empress reversed, I don't want to hear anymore. I don't want to be dealing with this anymore. It's too much. The healing energy has a stagnation to it. It's too much. What Spirit is saying here is look at healing yourself first, and then you can heal everybody else. Connecting with your energy, your soul, yourself, showing up for you in a way that it actually seems like we're a bit afraid to, for one reason or another. And Spirit's like, no, it's okay. You're okay. You've got this. And it brings us then to the Queen of Wands. That fire, that passion, that determination, that focus. We're okay with this energy, and especially for other people. But we're going to see ourselves embracing our sacral chakra, also our solar plexus chakra. So our creative energy, our sensual energy of being, trusting our gut, trusting our instincts, and moving forward in fire and power, and in the fact that it is a new dawn, it is a new day. We are moving towards so much more than we ever expected. We're seeing the magic within us. And it's like, oh, I can do this. And we know we can. We just need to look at ourselves emotionally and say, I can do this. I can hear and see me fully and wholly without only being for what I can achieve and how I achieve and how I push things forward. It moves us then to what the moon has to say for ourselves. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Yeah, angels and spirit guides. That's what Spirit just said, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, that we're afraid of the next season. Mm-hmm. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay. So this is a heavy moon for us. It's not that it's not a heavy moon, but it's so interesting that this moon empowers us. And it helps us to see ourselves in ways that we just hadn't before. It brings us to attraction as we let go of everything that we're trying to juggle, as we sit there and kind of step back. And it's not saying, we run away and join the circus type of thing, but it's stepping back and saying, Spirit is saying, I can't multitask the way I thought I could. So it's going to be one thing at a time, and that's okay, because it's going to lead us to the art of attraction, to the power, the beauty of our energy not being all over the place, but being very focused and knowing, okay, I need to attract this energy forward. Like, because our energy is focused now, instead of a gobbly googly, tangled mess, we're going to start attracting what we want instead of what we're afraid of. And it says here, confidence is your key to success. Being that laser focus, being that focus is going to lead us in success a way that we, hadn't imagined we could be. And this is going to be a time for us to surrender to the divine. Are we going to have faith that surrendering to the divine is going to lead us in the exact direction that we want? No, we're not. We don't have a lot of faith in ourselves right now. So if we let go and we say, okay, angels guide me. I don't need to know all the answers. Let me start enjoying this world. It's not going out partying every night and, making things, messy. What it is, it's saying, okay, there is a plan. I need to start listening. I need to start listening to the inner voice within me. Because even if we're doing everything right, but we're miserable, it's like, okay, why is that? What am I not hearing that my soul is needing? And it brings us then to an end of a tough cycle approaches protection. Do we believe that? No. We don't believe that an end of a tough cycle approaches. We're way too much in our own head, and that's what air sign energy can do. You can see that with air sign energy. People, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they tend to get way into their own heads and can be their own worst enemy just because you overthink it. You just completely overthink it. So here, the end of a tough cycle approaches and you are protected. Don't overthink it. Don't get in your own head. Look at what you're afraid of and say, okay, fair, but let's center this. Let's stabilize this. And let's see the way I need to move forward right now. Believe in the impossible, absolutely. But there's a fear to that. There's a fear. We believe in the impossible, but we're also afraid. So we're keeping the impossible from us. We're keeping the direction that we want to move forward in from us. So just being aware of that we know what we want and we have that energy guiding us, moving with us, propelling us forward. But our fear is just taking over. And it becomes what our mind goes to when we're quiet. It's like, this is my fear. This is what I'm afraid of. And so we're going to find that if we embrace the healing, the moon gains momentum. It gains power. The energy is gaining momentum right here. Is reversed. We don't believe that. We may not feel that. But letting the healing in from full moon to new moon will have us moving forward in a way that we hadn't expected it could. And it brings us then to prosperity lies ahead and gratitude. Now, prosperity lies ahead is reversed because we are unsure. We are unsure that the way that we want things to move forward will be the way that they actually move forward. Moving into gratitude, saying thank you for each day and thank you, each night, and being at peace with ourselves is going to be really important. And being at peace with the energy that is around us, the energy of our ancestors, the energy of our past life selves, the energy that guides us and leads us. Here, we doubt that prosperity lies ahead because we're trying to do too much and we're not listening to ourselves the way that we need to. It brings us to working through our fears, which is reversed, so it's holding us back. We need to work through our fears to embrace the unexpected. We are afraid of what might happen. And because we are afraid of what might happen, we're not in the moment. We're not showing up fully for where we are right now. And that's a big deal. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message, which is adventure. Subconsciously, we want an adventure, even though we're afraid, even though we're overwhelmed. It's like, I want an adventure. I want something new and exciting. Our subconscious chakra energy is forgiveness. This is the heart chakra. It's being able to forgive not just everybody else. We always think, oh, it's so benevolent. People are able to forgive others. But it's also being able to forgive ourselves. for getting so angry. We can say, oh, I forgive me for getting so angry, or I forgive myself for blaming myself for being in a situation that I didn't have really any control over, or that I've been beating myself up over this. And yes, I could have acted better, but what's done is done. I move forward in love, in healing and respect. And as long as I live my life in love, healing, and respect, those are really great places to come from. We don't have to keep on punishing ourselves. It moves us then to the subconscious energy to be mindful of. And it's the Six of Cups. With forgiveness, it's being caught in the past. And here we have the Six of Cups reversed, which is being caught in the past. And it's saying, I see the past, but it doesn't get to define me. Our subconscious tarot message is the Sleeper's Judgment reversed. There is something we're awakening to, but we're afraid of fully embracing the next chapter, the next level, leveling up the way that, kind of the video game of life wants us to. So being aware of this is going to be important. Our subconscious Luna message is realization, and then a win-win outcome is forecast. So what we're going to realize as we're walking through the doors is that things are more in balance than we had thought they were. And a win-win outcome is forecast. We're winning. And that is a good thing. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. Love you all. God bless. Bye.